First task is to go to our admin.microsoft.com, which is where our admin center is. Yeah, I need to authenticate with my credential, Adini, which is using my domain anyway. Here, what I need to do is to go to show all. That's under the admin center, show all, and I click on identity, right? Because what I want to do is to create a new user, you know, for my part of. So this user is like a new staff. I'm trying to get into the company. All right. So now I would have to just come to under this identity. I'll now go to users. Now, like I said, I want to create new user. I click on user or users. So I will just have to click on new user here. All right, new user. We create new user. It depends on whichever one. If it's an external uh, user that you want to create, but I'm just creating for member of staff. Right. So the name of this person is Sarah, and I just had to input all the necessary details that I want to that this person needs to have for this user. The job role, the job information, the username, the user type, all employee ID, all these things is what is necessary for this user. So if you are the one doing this for your company, you can easily do that. So for the usage location, you need to also set it. That's so I'm setting this one for Argentina. So because if you don't do that, you won't be able to assign license. That's one thing about it. So for the assignments, now I need to add or role or any or the two. So it depends on which whatever one you're adding. Now I click on add group. So on the group, I have some groups that I've created before. So I just want to pick one of them. Let me just pick this one, which is sample insight. So I'll click on select. Then let me just show you how the rows also look like. So if I click on add row, you see that there are so many um, role assignments that I can give to this user. So you can read through all this to know the kind of role you want to give to the user you are trying to create. So I don't even want to do that. So I'll just click next. So what's next is review and create. These are the things that I've selected for this user, right? So also, let me just refresh this. You can see the user is now there, Sarah Perez. So the next thing to do is the next task is to add license to this user. So here, what I will have to do is to come to license. You can see license in the left blade where you have the everything on that Sarah Perez user. So that's license. So like I said, if you do not give this person a user location, you won't be able to add this. You won't be able to give this person license. So now, when I click on, I had to go back to the um, that's admin center page to add license. So there are some licenses that I have for this that try anyway. They have for this subscription. So what I just do is to pick one of them. Let me just pick the Power Pages virtual for makers, right? So this is just the license that I want to add for Sarah. So if I click on that, I'll just assign. Then let me click on assign. Then I can add the name of the new user, which is Sarah Perez. Check that. So assign. So you can see that it says that you assign a license to Sarah Perez, and that's fine. So the next thing we have to do is to even like make sure that okay, this license is showing in under the overview of Sarah. So I'll have to come back here and refresh so you can see the license is showing. That's the product that the only product that I want Sarah to be handling. So I'm going to sign out of my normal account. And let's see if I can even sign into my Entra page. That's at my admin center using that Sarah account. Don't forget, I only add a license. I didn't give this person, this user, any role assignment or contributor. So let me just use Sarah. I've copied the username and the password because I didn't uncheck that. So it is the generated password that I'm going to use to sign into the Sarah. Right. So let me sign it. So it's telling me to change the password. So I'll paste the normal password then. So depending on the type of password that I want to use as a user, I will have to just give it that password. So let me sign in now. But there is one thing that Microsoft does. They are big on security, right? So they are telling you that let's keep this account secure. So the next thing that we have to do is to make sure that we so it's called like multi-factor authenticator so that someone can just not see your password and access your user or your account. So now they said they want to keep my account secured based on using Microsoft Authenticator, which I have already. So the next thing that I have to do is to just click on next and scan the QR code that is showing on the screen. So once I scan that, I will I will now input the password, sorry, the number that is showing on the screen on my phone just to authenticate. And that's like what they call multi-factor authenticator. And fine, you can see it is successful. So I'll just click on done. However, I shouldn't even have access to this admin center page. That's why you can see that it's telling me that to switch to an account that has permission. Just because I didn't give permission to that user to be able to access the admin center page. I hope this helps someone in your cloud journey. Thank you for watching. You're free to be